Hello everyone, maybe we'll wait for a couple of minutes to let the rest to join this event, and we should be ready in 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you. All right, hi, hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining us today for our event in Universiti Malaya. So first and foremost, I would like to say thank you very much for joining us again for this, the third episode of our exclusive webinar series organized by the Marketing and Recruitment Center, Universiti Malaya. And allow me to first introduce myself. I'm Collins Chong from the Marketing and Recruitment Center, Universiti Malaya. And before we start our session, let's go through some of the housekeeping announcements for us to have a smooth session for the next 1 hour. So firstly, please mute your microphone and please do not click any button before and during the webinar session, as this session will be recorded. And therefore, we seek your kind assistance. And secondly, today's webinar will be divided into 2 main segments, where the first part will be the introductory session, which will be conducted by our guest speaker, as well as the information and sharing session on the career path and the motivation for our prospects for their journey ahead in the future. And we will then have the second session where there will be a Q&A, where the prospects or the participants will be able to ask questions, which will be moderated by me. And kindly note also that the audience is encouraged to ask questions related to today's topic through the chat box. We will be posing the questions to our guest speaker for today. So last but not least, we really appreciate if you could share with us the feedback for today's event, which will be presented to you after the session. So without much delay, let me introduce our main speaker, our guest speaker for today. It's our great honor to have with us today on board, who is the Deputy Dean for Postgraduate Studies at the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. And I will gladly and with honor share her experience as well as her credentials. So Associate Professor Dr. Yusniza Kamaruzzaman is the Deputy Dean as well as the Associate Professor at the Faculty of Business and Accountancy, Universiti Malaya. She's a former head of Marketing Department and the Director of the Universiti Malaya Center of Innovation and Commercialization. She was also a visiting scholar at the Western Michigan University in the US from 2013 to 2014. She received her PhD in marketing in 2006 and a postgraduate diploma in research methodology in 2003, both from Cardiff University, UK, followed by a postgraduate diploma in entrepreneurship from Cambridge University in 2013. She holds an MBA from UKM and obtained her BBA marketing from UITM. She started her career as a lecturer in 1996. Dr. Yusniza is currently teaching marketing management, retailing, global marketing, e-marketing, and research methodology for both the undergraduate and postgraduate levels. She has also published extensively numerous articles, books, and book chapters, monographs, and course modules in her area of expertise. Her books on the principles of marketing, marketing management, and hospitality and tourism marketing were all published by the Oxford University Press and have been widely adopted by local polytechnics and other higher learning institutions. She is currently teaching marketing management, retailing, global marketing, e-marketing, and research methodology for both the undergraduate and postgraduate students, as well as being the supervisor for the PhD and master's programs. She has also produced a number of PhD graduates and more than 30 master's graduates, and she has published, again, as I've mentioned, numerous and highly acclaimed articles and books, as well as monographs and course modules. So she has also received several recognitions and awards on her research works, both locally and overseas. Among others, she has received the Excellent Service Medal Award awarded by the Ministry of Higher Education in 2017, the Excellent Service Award Universiti Malaya in 2016, she is also one of the academic contributors for the Salam Global Islamic Economy Gateway, appointed by Thomson Reuters 2015. She has also received the Best Paper Award at the Third International Conference on Marketing 2016. So a highly acclaimed scholar. And without further delay, we will then now greatly welcome Associate Professor Dr. Yusniza for her session. Please welcome.
First of all, thank you so much for your time. How is everyone? I hope you are in a very great condition and safe, yeah, at your place. And here in Malaysia, we are at 10:08 a.m. currently, and we are so glad that we received quite many interest, yeah, participants for this webinar. Thank you so much for your time and also your interest once again. First of all, what I would like to share with you here is basically not only about the graduate schools in University of Malaya. I would like, as a lecturer, as a professor here, I would also like to share some tips and advice, yeah, for potential students in choosing your programs, as well as choosing the right business school for your future studies. I've prepared some PowerPoints here. Let me share with you. Okay, right. Okay, so again, welcome to University of Malaya and welcome to the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. This is myself, as introduced by Collins just now. Yeah, I'm the Deputy Dean of the Postgraduate Studies at the University of Malaya at the Business School. So agenda today is basically, like I mentioned earlier, not only talking about the university, the faculty, and also our programs. I would like to share some tips and also approach, yeah, or even advice to the future students. I'll start with some figures, yeah, sharing with you on what research has been done online, published online on some figures related to the selection and also related to programs, yeah, for the postgraduate programs. And then I'll cover a bit of University of Malaya, the background of University of Malaya, then about the faculty, followed by our programs, yeah, and a bit of student facilities support exchange that we offer to our students. And then we'll finally cover the application process for our programs, yeah. Then we're gonna end with a Q&A session as mentioned by Collins. Okay, as Colin mentioned, I've been in this academic world since 1996 as a lecturer, and I have been, you know, interacting and advising many students, yeah, in the past. Share with you today is, you know, what program should I choose? Yeah, what is the best program for me, for example, and which school should I go to? Yeah, so this question is, you know, many students are struggling to get the answers for these questions. Yeah, because we have seen some students, they choose the wrong program and then towards the end they're not happy with whatever that they have pursued and spent time on it. Yeah, so as we are talking about postgraduate programs, postgraduate, normally students, you know, matured students, they know what they want to do, they know the focus, and they know the future career that they want to pursue. Yeah, so I'm gonna share a bit of statistics here on research related to the postgraduate studies before I explain about University of Malaya. Yeah. Okay. Right. This is among the questions. Yeah. The first question that students always struggling to answer. Yeah. Or maybe not sure whether this is the best time for them to pursue their study. Yeah. Why pursuing postgraduate studies? You have to ask yourself, why do you want to pursue your master's? Yeah, whether this is the right time for you to decide on, you know, pursuing your studies. What is so special about doing your master's? Yeah, so these answers are all based on your motivation and also your own reason, your personal reasons. So Hobson's conducted this study about students' decision in pursuing postgraduate studies, yeah, and this data you can access online as well. I would like to share with you the findings by Hobson. Among the findings that they collected, yeah, the first reason why people people decided to pursue their studies, especially at the postgraduate level, because I am passionate about the subject I study. You can see the percentage is the highest, which is 58%. And then, to continue my learning and development. If you look at the top 5 findings here, very much about self-development. They want to know about specific areas. They want to pursue specific career in future. Yeah, they have, eventually decided on their career path there, because we know that postgraduate students are majority are mature students, yeah? So they know where they want to go and what they want to do in future. So you can see from the top 5 findings here are very much related to the skills, career development, and also future development, yeah? And the rest are just, secondary or third reasons from here, yeah? I don't want to go through in detail, but this is just to give you some ideas out there, yeah, what are the reasons that people, share, yeah, about going to postgraduate schools. And then the second question, which university do I go to? This is pretty much important for future students, yeah. You need to find the best school, or you need to find the right school for you, yeah. You might not be able, for example, normal students, you might have some limitation to go to certain school, probably because of the location, or probably because of the fees and whatnot, but you always have the alternative schools that you can go to and you can apply to, yeah? So these are the 5 things, 5 most important things, yeah? Students said, when they choose university, these are the things that they look for. The first, if you look at the scale, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1 represent most important factor. Yeah? So you can see here the highest factor here is it offers high quality teaching. So when it comes to postgraduate studies, students look for high quality teaching. High quality teaching relates to the lecturers, the professors, yeah, the people who teach the students. So they look for the best people, yeah, with specific skills, specific areas of their study, yeah. And then the second one, you can also see here, students look for scholarships, yeah. There are some schools that offer scholarship with certain programs, and it depends on countries. Yeah? If you go to UK, there are some master's program offered together with scholarships, but normally will be very limited to 1 or 2 recipients, yeah, for that particular program, for example. Yeah? But students love to receive scholarship when they apply for program. And then the third one, it is well ranked. Yeah, well ranked. So when we talk about postgraduate studies, yeah, you have options. Unlike the undergraduates, yeah, undergraduates studies, I think even in UK, yeah, there's some limitation and some quota for students to go to good schools. The same in Malaysia, we have an entity called UPU to filter students to see the suitability of the qualification, achievement results, yeah, versus the choice of courses that they have listed in their application. So for postgraduate, for undergraduate, it is sometimes you may, you score straight A's, but you you know, unfortunately, you can't get into good school because of the quota, because of the rank and so on, yeah. But unlike postgraduate studies, the opportunity to go to good schools is there, yeah. So maybe during undergraduate studies, you intend to study in but you were not so lucky, and you got accepted into other universities, and now is the opportunity for you to come to because postgraduate is quite open in terms of the chances of getting into the program is much higher as compared to undergraduate. And when it comes to choosing good schools or choosing university, yeah, so this is the opportunity for you to improve your CV, yeah, your resume, yeah. Students, majority, when we interview the students, they said they want to come to because they have been, thinking about coming to since they are undergraduate, but they were, unsuccessful, and this is the time where they want to be in yeah, as an alumni of yeah. So and this well-ranked school is schools can be ranked in so many ways, yeah. For example, now we have QS ranking, we have test ranking, we have Edu Universal, and so on, and also the performance of each university. And the fourth is it is welcoming to international students. Yeah, when we talk about, for example, MBA or master's degree, students majority of the students are looking for the diversity in the class. They want to get exposed to other culture, other internationals, to learn from each other, to interact, yeah, with each other. So these are among reasons why students choose certain university versus the other, yeah. So I don't want to go into detail, but these are some of the ideas that you may want to consider when you choose your university. So we have compiled several sources, yeah, how students choose the right universities, in particular business school. The studies conducted by Fortune Admission, StudyLink, and top universities, these are the findings, yeah. When it comes to business schools, yeah, there are so many reasons, yeah, there are so many, what do you call that, there are so many features, yeah, characteristic or criteria that students look for. The first one is the location of the school, yeah. Majority of the students are looking for universities that is located at the central or close to the, main cities, for example, with good facilities around, yeah, infrastructure, yeah, and probably closer to their home, yeah. So location is always the first one, or probably close to their office, yeah. The first is location, and then the program length. The length means 1 to 2 years, or 3 years and 4 years, but normally for postgraduate, ideally within 2 years, students should complete the program. And students also look for strength and specialization. For example, certain schools are good in, for example, finance or marketing or human resource, yeah. So they have more people there, the experts there, yeah. So you may want to consider certain schools. If you are, for example, marketing, you want to go for marketing, you go for this A school because the marketing experts are there, yeah. So that could be one of the criteria that you should look for, yeah. And then network. Okay, this is very, very important. I would like to highlight to you, yeah. For master's degree, networking is very, very important because you will be working with You will be working with people in the class, yeah, in group. Most of the projects or assignments will be in group. So you need to interact with people in your class. When it comes to master study, postgraduate studies, you want to learn from others, yeah, people from other fields, people from other industry, yeah, and to build networking. After your studies, you have people, you know, your friends or your colleagues coming from the banking sector, and you are from the medical, and the other one is from the, for example, education. Yeah, so you want to build good networking. Yeah, not only during your studies, but also after your studies. Yeah, so networking is very important, especially when it comes to, you know, business opportunities and so on. So this is what you really want to get in your postgraduate studies. So therefore, when you choose the right school, you have to see the profile of the students as well. Yeah. And then the quality of the faculty, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, you need to see the background of the teaching staff. Yeah, you go for the school that have, for example, 100% PhD graduates. Yeah, because there are also schools out there that don't have that many qualified lecturers. Yeah, they just invite lecturers from outside. Yeah, with the title of professors to teach one or two modules. The rest, you know, the rest of the classes, yeah, will be conducted by the less qualified. Yeah, so you need to look for this as well. Yeah. Then the study format. If you are so much into research, you may want to consider masters in, masters by research in specific field. Or if you don't really like research, you want a proper structure program, yeah, then coursework is good for you, yeah, or a mode program. So you have to look at this as well, yeah, and see whether that study program or format match your current situation. And then other than that, facilities and student support. Yeah? You want to find a university that have good support system, good learning system. You go to the library, you can find all sort of books. You go to the database, you can find articles since 18th centuries, for example. Yeah, so these are the student support that you must study as well, before you make a decision on choosing the programs as well as the business school. And then the student life is also important. Yeah, being a student, you need to interact with people. You need to be close to your lecturers, for example. The campus alone should be offering, offering, for example, facilities where during your free time, you can just go and grab your book or coffee and things like that. The student life is very important because you will be there for 1 or 2 years. Yeah. So, accessibility to a lot of facilities around. Yeah. And also culture and diversity, like I mentioned, part of the reasons why postgraduate students choose certain school, because of the school provide a mixture of people abroad, local, and also this gives them opportunities to learn, other culture. And this is very important. Next is fees and ROI. Okay, fees. Yeah, you pay certain amount of fees to get the scroll, to get a degree. Yeah, then what can you get after that? Meaning that how much salary that you can expect after getting MBA, for example. Yeah. So this ROI is also things that you have to consider. Yeah. You may want to go to, cheaper program. Yeah, at ABC University, but after graduating from the program, people don't really recognize the program. So the degree didn't add value to whatever that you expect, yeah, from the program. Yeah, so this is very important. You have to also go through the profile of the alumni, the profile of the school, so that you can make well-informed decision. And then financial aid, yeah, scholarships, career prospect. After getting, for example, Master of Marketing, what are the opportunities that you can explore after, after the studies, yeah? And last but not least, entry requirements, yeah? Some schools quite stringent, some programs stringent than other programs, yeah? So you have to match with your capability, your background, and also the strength, yeah, because this will lead to your opportunity or your chances to get into the good programs, yeah. So basically, these are the things that we have gathered, yeah, based on the what do you call that, criteria, yeah, in choosing a good business school for you. Okay, so from here, I would like to take you, yeah, to get to know about University of Malaya, and I hope you can connect with whatever that I have shared with you based on the findings gathered by a few independent studies here online. So this is about the University Malaya or University of Malaya. Yeah. By the way, this is our building. The building, the business school building, mainly. This building is for the postgraduate students, yeah? Okay, so I think you all know about University of Malaya. We are the oldest university in Malaysia. Yeah, we were with NUS back then, yeah. The King Edward College of Medicine was founded in 1905 to train the first Malaysian doctors, yeah, back then in Singapore. And the college later became known as the University of Malaya in Singapore. So you can see from 1905, and we have long heritage, yeah, 1928, the college was what do you call that, changed, the name of the college changed to Raffles College, yeah, which is still in Singapore. And then 1949, yeah, Raffles College was merged with King Edward College of Medicine, yeah, to become University of Malaya in Singapore. 1962, the separation of Singapore and Malaysia, yeah, so the university split into two, and we have University of National University, NUS, yeah, in Singapore, and in Kuala Lumpur, yeah. You can read from our website the long history of University of Malaya. So this is our achievement so far, yeah. We are the top. We are the top in Malaysia. We are the first in Malaysia. We are ranked at 59. 2021 in the QS World University Ranking. Yeah, we were at 70 last year, and it was quite a significant jump to 59. Then in the TES University Ranking, TES World Ranking, we are ranked at 176 to 200, yeah, for business and economics. For business and management in QS, we are top 100. And for accounting and finance discipline for 2020 in the QS, we are in the top 150. If you can recall the findings gathered by Hobson's, yeah, the third or fourth reason why student, or what makes students choose certain school, because of the well rank, yeah. So this could be, helpful for you. Probably you want to find like top ranking school, or maybe better schools than University of Malaya. Yeah, you need to refer to the list of these well-established ranking. Yeah, and this is a bit of introduction of our faculty, the Faculty of Business and Accountancy. In 1966, we were together with the Faculty of Economics and Administration, yeah, and at that time we offered business and accountancy programs. We were together back then, 1966. In 1997, the faculty split. Yeah. Split into two faculties. So the Faculty of Business and Accountancy separated from the Faculty of Economics, yeah, and because of the high demand of accounting and business program at that time, so the university decided to split the program, the faculty, and we are focusing now on the business and accountancy areas of studies. So now is 2020. We are now offering 3 bachelor programs: Bachelor of Accounting, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Finance. We have 4 master's program, which I will be presenting to you afterwards. Yeah, we have MBA, we have Master of Management, we have Master of Accountancy, and the new addition to the program, yeah, to our family, is the Master of Marketing. And we also have a PhD program as well as Doctor of Management. For today, we're gonna focus only for the master's program, and our next webinar will be covering PhD and DMGT, or Doctor of Management. Okay, right. So a bit of our staff, a bit of our population at the faculty. We have 73 academics. The professors, about 4%. The associate professors, 17%. We have senior lecturers, 47%. We have professional, non-academic staff, about 4%, and we also have support staff. We are pretty small faculty as compared to other faculty, because, like I mentioned earlier, we were together as a huge faculty with the economics, and now the faculty, the university, you know, in 1997, we were split, yeah, with economics. So therefore, we are growing faculty. Okay, so some accreditations and recognitions. This is very important, especially if you are looking for professional recognition or international recognition. Yeah, so we work so hard for this recognition. Because of this recognition, also help us to be in the top ranking in Malaysia. To achieve this recognition is something that is very, very challenging, yeah, and time consuming as well as costly at the same time to maintain the standard. The first one is AACSB. Yeah, we have been accredited as AACSB school since 2016. I believe some of you knows about AACSB. It's initiated in US, yeah. So all top business school in US, UK, and around the world mostly belongs to AACSB or under AACSB accreditation. So AACSB has standards to fulfill by business school. So in order to get this accreditation, you have to fulfill all the standards set by AACSB. You can search, yeah, AACSB standard, and from there you can gauge, yeah, the schools that how schools perform and how schools get into this accreditation. And we also receive 4 palms from EdUniversal. Yeah, EdUniversal is an international body that award business school with palms. 5 palms is the max, and we receive 4 palms. Yeah, hopefully we can achieve 5. Yeah, in a few more years. EFMD is EQUIS. We are working towards EQUIS. Yeah, and EQUIS is also international accreditation body. Yeah, and finally we have MBA, AMBA, Association of AMBA. And we have received this AMBA since 2007. AMBA recognized, basically AMBA is the what you call that, measurement of MBA program. Yeah, AMBA accredited MBA, good MBA program, again following certain standard. So as you all know, MBA is like a cash cow for many universities. Yeah, but you want to find good MBAs. Yeah, you have to find MBA that listed or accredited by AMBA. Okay. So in terms of the professional accreditation, yeah, our students have opportunities to also apply for exemption if they are interested to get professional degrees at the same time. Yeah. For example, ACCA, CPA, and so on, for accounting, finance, and soon will be other professional bodies that we are, working with. Okay, so some industry collaboration. This is just a bit of it. Yeah, we have many more. Our students attached to these companies for internship, for our lecturers working together with the industry for research projects, yeah, consultations, and so on. Yeah, so we are quite actively what you call that, involved, yeah, with the industries, yeah, activities, and so on. And this is our program, yeah, that the programs that we offered at UMGSB, or Universiti Malaya Graduate School of Business. Our population, yeah, from this is just from the figures is from 2015 to 2019. Our postgraduate student enrollment. MBA, we have 574 students. MM 320, yeah, 320 students, and Master of Marketing, like I mentioned, this is a newly introduced program. We are now we have the second batch. Yeah, we have 23 students, and the Master of Accounting, 65 students. Yeah. I will be giving you details about this program, these 4 programs, in a bit, yeah, and you may want to ask question later, yeah, on a specific question for each program. You can always use the chat, yeah, to ask questions. Okay, this is a total, yeah, the total from 2015 to 2019. So let me go through the Masters of Administration, or MBA, what we offer, yeah, or what we can say here is the uniqueness of our MBA, networking opportunities. Networking opportunities, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, coming from the students, yeah, who are in the class, yeah, the profile of the students, and you can see here as well the high flyer profile. It means that the students that joining our MBA program coming from the what do you call that, more experienced group, yeah. The minimum requirement of our MBA program is 3 points, and the working experience minimum is 3 years. Yeah, so you will be seeing, yeah, for our MBA program, you will be seeing professionals in the class. For example, we have lawyers, doctors, dentists. We have engineers, many of them. We have accountants also, many. Yeah, we also have CEOs, GM, yeah, or managing directors, and so on. So this is what we are quite proud of our students. Yeah, and they give what do you call that? They add value to the dynamic of the class. Yeah, when the students interact, yeah, and share their experience, the rest of the students in the class also learn from each other. Yeah, so this is the networking opportunities that I mentioned earlier, and we offer diverse business areas. Later, I'll show you the specialization that you can choose. Yeah, concentration areas that you can choose. at the end of the MBA program. Yeah, and new skills and knowledge. Yeah, we keep updating every 3 to 5 years. We keep updating new areas and new disciplines, yeah, to our MBA programs. And most of our students, like I mentioned earlier, they are coming from totally different, diverse background, business background. And some of them coming to our master's program just to shift their focus from being an engineer to a managerial level. Yeah, so this is something that you may want to consider when it comes to the opportunity in the future. Yeah. So basically, this is the structure for our February intake. Yeah, why we put here February? Because in September we're gonna change the curriculum with more options on concentration areas. Yeah. So for February, those who are registering for February still using the old curriculum. Coming September 2021, there will be more concentration areas. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so these are the core courses. Yeah, these are the core courses that students, MBA students, will have to take. Yeah, I don't have to read all. I think you all can see. Yeah, all these core courses are the important courses that student will have to what do you call that, master. Yeah, in order to be a good manager. Yeah. For example, corporate strategy, human capital, the strategic marketing, the research methodology, and so on. And the concentration areas, yeah, finance, marketing, accounting. So these are the concentration areas. On top of that, as the one of the research university in Malaysia, we offer research project. Yeah, research project. We want to teach our students how to conduct research. Students will take a research project, 2 semesters, and they can choose their topic. For example, if they are interested in finance, so the research project will be in finance, and they will have to write a report and defend their research in a viva session. Yeah? So this is a structure for our MBA program. And then this is a new intake for September intake for MBA. We have changed, like I said, after 5 years, the university, will need to revise or review the curriculum. So for September, we have more concentration areas. Yeah, the core courses almost the same, except some adjustment on the names. Research project remain the same. Student can choose either to do research project or consultancy, and they can choose 2 concentration areas. Yeah, they can choose 2 concentration areas. For example, you want to do MBA, but you want to major in marketing and finance, so you can merge into you can have a specialization in marketing and finance. Yeah, a concentration area. So you will be taking 3 subjects from marketing and 3 from finance. Yeah. So this new curriculum is developed based on the feedback that we received from industry, which industry was saying that they prefer an employee. So we are trying to fulfill the needs of the industry at the same time. So so this is a class profile, of our MBA program. This is from where they are, from the business field, the technology, the engineering field, medical, dentistry, we have science, we have humanities. 52% female, 48% male, 87 Malaysians, 13 international, 20 age, the average, this is just the average, 27 to 38, and average working experience about 5 years. Yeah? So basically this is for our MBA. Okay, in terms of the enrollment, yeah, we receive many applications, yeah, every year, every semester we receive yeah. For example, in 2019, the applications for our MBA program is around about 428. The acceptance rate, yeah, we go through all application, the acceptance rate around 30 to 50%. And this is also applicable for other programs, yeah, 30 to 50% for our program. And then students decide to come in, and then we decide, and this is the enrollment number for our MBA. Yeah? So 108 is the population of our MBA in 2019. The reason why we have to limit because we want to ensure the experience of the students, learning experience of the student for MBA programs. For MBA program, our students roughly in the class around maximum 30 to 40, yeah, and independent. The specialization courses, we have lesser number of students, yeah. So this is basically the opportunities after MBA, yeah, based on the profile of our alumni. So this is our second program, Master of Management. Master of Management is specializing in management issues, yeah. So people who come to this program focus on you know, how to be a good manager, how to manage for example a company effectively, you know, how to you know, be a good, for example, HR manager. So these are the potential students or career. And we cover management issues in this master program, and networking with industry's top players. Yeah, this program has a good collaboration with industry top players and some leaders. Yeah, many leaders involved in our class guest lectures, talk, and so on. Yeah, so we provide leadership skills to our students and also problem solving skills. So these are the courses for the upcoming intake for February. These are the courses, 9 courses and 2 electives. And student will have to take 9 core courses, and they can choose any of these electives. Okay. And like I said earlier, the research project is a very important component for postgraduate study. Therefore, we expose our students to research skills. Yeah, and for September intake, yeah, the curriculum will change a bit. So student will have to take only 4 core courses and 5 specializations. Yeah. You can see the title of the courses, yeah, for September intake, and 2 elective courses from other disciplines. For example, global branding, training management, statistics, and so on. Okay. Now, this is the class profile for our MM program, Master of Management. We have more female than male. We have about 66% of Malaysians and 34% international students aged around 26 to 32. For MM, we allow fresh graduates to join the program. Unlike the MBA, they will have to have working experience, at least 3 years working experience. So these are the fields or the background of our students from the business, economics, management, yeah, and humanities. Okay, now the opportunities for the student as a consultant, yeah, the oil and gas, and these are based on our alumni profile. Yeah? So the application for 2019, yeah, we have the largest number of application, yeah, 348, yeah, for the MM, and only 50 that successfully enrolled into the program. Yeah. Okay, for Masters of Accounting, with the specialization of reporting and management accountability, this is the niche area. So the university trying to fulfill the needs of the industry by offering this specialization. So the niche is accountability and some research exposure. This is a mixed mood program, and students will learn applied research skills in this program, and this program is professionally and academically qualified, yeah, experts teaching the program. Okay, so this is the structure for the February intake 2020 for this program. Okay, right, this is the class profile, 81% female, again more female for this program, yeah, compared to male. Probably the nature of the program or career as an accountant, more female than male in Malaysia. And we have Malaysian 48, we have more international, about 52%, and age between 26 to 32. And this is the industry background of our students, yeah, and also opportunities for the future students. Application 153, and the enrollment for 2019 is 27. Okay. And this is our newly introduced specialized master, Master of Marketing. We believe our program would help the students to get more exposure in digital marketing in future, and parts of the modules are related to digital marketing, yeah, product development, global branding, and so on. Yeah, marketing research skills is the the added value to this program. Student will conduct marketing research, real research, yeah, for companies, yeah, and to develop. They will also learn how to develop strategical approach in marketing, and they also will have the opportunities to work to do internship, or we call it as industrial engagement with industry for 1 semester in this program. So these are the programs, these are the courses. They have 4 core courses here. For example, marketing research methods, yeah, product development and innovation. They have to create products here. This is the industry engagement, and the basic course in marketing is strategic marketing. And for specialization courses, which they have to take in the 2nd semester mostly, and 2 elective courses from this group. Yeah? And on top of that, they have research project and also internship. Master of Marketing program allows students to complete within 1 year if the student do it full time. Yeah? So this is the profile of the class. Yeah? 55% female, 45 male. We have 60% Malaysian, 40 international, 26 to 33 age range. Yeah? And these are the background of our students. And the applications for last year, 122, we offered, I think, about 20 seats as a first batch, first cohort, and we have 10 successful enrollment, yeah, for this program. And these are the opportunities for the students, yeah, after graduating this program. These are the areas that they can explore. So in total, we have 4 programs. I'm so sorry, the slide is a bit small, but you can zoom in, you can have the slides later. And this is the comparison. For the admission requirements, it is almost the same. All programs we require 3 point, CGPA 3 point and above from recognized university. We will go through your application and we'll see and we'll look at every single details that you submitted. And for international students, we require IELTS, TOEFL or PTE. So you can refer to our website on the entry requirements. And the intake for MBA, MACC, we have September and February intake, and for MMKT, Master of Marketing, September. So you can see here the duration of the programs. For these 3 programs, you can complete in 1.5 years, and for Master of Marketing, 1 year, and maximum is 4 years. All depends on your flexibility. And the mode of the program, coursework, mixed mode, and also coursework. And these are the number of courses that I have just presented to you, shared with you, and the number of credits, as well as the fees. And this is, the last column is the classes that we are arranged for the students, organized for the students. For the MBA, the classes during weekdays, 6:30 to 9:30. For MM, weekend classes. Also, MACC weekend classes, and MMKT is weekday classes. So, questions from most of our students: which program should I choose? So MBA or Masters. So this is the tips. You have to ask yourself, where do you want to end up? When trying to choose an MBA or Masters program, you have to consider your end goal. If you are a recent college graduate, a specialized Masters degree can be a helpful early career boost, but it's not guaranteed to launch you into management. So all depends on your your situation and also your end goals. These are just tips that I shared with you. How do you want to grow? So what is your long-term plan? So which business area or scope that you see yourself in? So where are you starting from? The first thing to know is the intended audience of MBA and Master's program. MBA students tend to be older, and more experienced than their counterparts in specialized Master's program. Therefore, our Master's, our MBA, like I mentioned earlier, we require working experience, and this working experience also part of the AMBA accreditation, requirement. And for other programs, we are opening for to the fresh graduate students. All right, now some opportunities for our students since we are in the AACSB accreditation bodies, AMBA, so we are well connected with top business schools around the world. So we encourage our students to join, to go and do a few modules in the final semester. They can go up to 2 semesters and they can choose their modules and come back to complete their program with us. So we offer a student exchange program for our student, and this is the number at the faculty, including postgraduate and also undergraduate students. So you can see the numbers here. And some snapshot from our students on the experience going for the exchange program. And this is the 10 great reasons to study at UM based on our studies, based on our survey. Why people come to UM, number 1 is our proud history. So I've already mentioned earlier about our long history, our heritage from Singapore to Malaysia back in 1905. So many says they come to UM because our you know, our background, yeah, as the oldest university. And the second one, we are research university status. For sciences, the technology that, and also the equipment, yeah, it's I would say it's the latest, yeah. And also we emphasize on research skills. Students graduate from our programs, all of them, majority can conduct own research, independent research, because we embed research component in every single programs in our university. And number three is our strategic location. We are at the center of Kuala Lumpur, yeah, the capital of Malaysia, and the accessibility to the infrastructure is just you know, outside the gate of the university, and you can see the location. You can see the location of from Google Map if you want to see how central we are. And number four is the great diversity. So you're going to meet, even though it is for local students, even though it is a local university, but you're going to meet more than 85 countries in here, you know, the profile of the students. And this is good exposure for students, yeah, interacting with international students. And number five is comprehensive academic programs. So we have all programs from medical, we have our own university, our own hospital, we have Islamic studies, we have business, and all fields, yeah, in field of studies, yeah, offered in this university. We have strong collaboration, international collaboration, as I mentioned earlier. We also have a strong alumni profile. I think I don't have to explain this. You can see the leaders of the country mostly coming from or graduated from this university. We are worldwide recognized and we worldwide accredited. And in terms of the quality assurance, yeah, we are MSISO, yeah, 9001, and we are the top 100 university in the world. Yeah. So I would like to end my presentation with some pictures of University Malaya. Yeah, for those who are new, you may want to visualize. Yeah, if you come to University Malaya, this is what we have here. This is the faculty facilities. We have more than this. We also have Stonehenge, yeah, at the top rooftop of our building, and our library here. Yeah, our main hall. Yeah, we call it as Tunku Chancellor Hall, and our gallery, our we call it theater, yeah, where performance, you can watch, yeah, performances from the cultural center, yeah, and this is our examination hall, yeah, the largest examination hall, and this is our so-called botanical garden, yeah, we call it as Rimba Ilmu. And we also have a nice central lake in the middle of the campus. And we also have the sports facilities. This is the visual of our graduation ceremony. Yeah. And our last year's students, yeah, last year's graduates, yeah. And now I end this presentation with application process. Yeah, so you can visit our online application link. So what you need to do, the first one is to create your online profile. Then you need to prepare supporting documents. Yeah, upload the complete and upload your documents and submit your application. And application will be assessed individually at the faculty level. Don't worry, we have we call a dedicated selection committee to go through your application, and we will assess you individually based on your merit and selection. So this is our contact details. Yeah, you may want to visit our website, and you can get a lot more information from our website. And now I open for Q&A. Back to Collins. Collins.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Yusniza, for the very meaningful and inspirational sharing. So we have got a lot of responses, which is great from the audience, a lot of questions as well. So we can see here that, yeah, a lot of questions related to MBA especially. So I'll just pose some of the questions to you, Doctor, on MBA in particular. So a lot of people ask about whether the class will be online for this period of time, as well as the duration of the program. And for those who have who really are interested to enroll in this program, but they have yet to meet the general or the specific requirements for MBA, so what are the options for them?
Are you talking about the new application or the application that they have submitted, Colin?
Yeah, based on the questions here, most of them, they're asking whether they can, get to know. Yeah, one of that also will be when you'll be able to know the application status, and the rest they would like to know the duration of the course, as well as whether if they are not, if they don't meet the requirements, whether there are any other options for them to enroll for this program.
Okay, all right. Okay, quite a few questions there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to the duration. Let me pick up the duration earlier. Okay, right. This is the duration of the program. If you can see from the slide, yeah, for MBA, like I said earlier, it's all depends on how fast you can complete the program. Yeah, the faster the better. We love our students to complete on time. So the minimum minimum duration for, if you can see from the slide, yeah, MBA, MM, and MACC, the student can complete within 1.5 years. This includes the thesis, the duration of the thesis, whereas for MMKT, Master of Marketing, student can complete within 3 semesters, 2 long semesters, and 1 short semester. And majority of our students working adults, yeah. So in average, the working adults group, they complete within 2 years. That's manage the classes. If a student is flexible, they can come to the class every day, 6:30 to 9:30. They can take 5 subjects and they can complete on time, or they can complete shorter time. Yeah. So it depends on the flexibility and also the workload or the nature of the job of the students. We do have students who are quite flexible, own company. Yeah, they can come over weekdays even, joining the day class. Yeah, therefore they finish in a shorter period. Yeah, so that's question number, I don't know number what, but that's about the duration. And application status. Application status is all online. For the upcoming intake, yeah, the result is already out. Students should be able to see the result of the application online, yeah, through Maya. Once they create the profile, they can actually check the status there. Yeah, so I'm not sure, whether there's a technical problem for a specific student that asked this question, but if so, can you please come back to the system and check several times to see the latest status of your application. Okay, the third question was about if the requirement is not it's lower than what we set here. Yeah, for example, maybe the GPA, CGPA, ours is minimum 3 point, right? If your CGPA is lesser than 3 point, you can still try to apply, because there's what we call that, not really flexibility, but we have some sort like a small quota that we can fulfill. When I said quota, it's related to the accreditation. So when we have accreditation, we have to fulfill the standard of the accreditation. So in the accreditation says that you have to recruit your students, for example, 3 activities there where you can take 5 to 10% of the application, lesser than 3 point, with you know, like a top up extra working experience, for example, you know, 10 years working experience that can actually be considered as the you know, in the quota of 10%. Yeah. So I hope that that answers your questions.
Yeah, Doctor. Yeah, sure. We have a lot more questions here, but and some of the questions that we can see here, they are related to the on the processes for the application, as well as whether they are able to apply now for the coming semester, and whether how soon you'll be able to get the results and all that. So and as well as the documents needed for them to do the online registration and all that. So for all these, the prospects can you know, browse through our website for the latest update on the latest information needed, as well as for the materials needed for them to register online for the registration for the next semester and all that. So we will have this list of the latest information for all the new students as well as existing students, for them to register online and all the other details. Yeah, a lot of questions on MBA also, Doctor, and of course the most famous one will be scholarship or financial assistance for that program, as well as whether students are able to have being able to participate in internship programs, as well as being having a high chance to work in a lot of our partners for this program, our industrial partners.
Okay, for the internship, because we're talking about postgraduate studies, yeah. Postgraduate studies is not the same as the bachelor programs. Bachelor programs, internship is a core of the program, yeah, because we want to get the students ready before they go to the job market. We want to get the students exposure, yeah, to learn and the working environment before they go. For postgraduate, since most of our students are working students, they may not be interested in this. Although we do have, yeah, we do have the options for the students to go to apply for internship, but not that many interested for now, because they are already working, yeah, at their workplace, except for MMKT, Master of Marketing program. They are required to do, we don't call it as internship like the bachelor degree, but we call it as industrial attachment, where the students will be placed at organization, at companies. You know, not unlike the undergraduate, you go there and you do all sort of things, all the sort of work that they assign to you. But these students that we place at the company will be there to study the issue, the problem of the company, and come up with a solution. So in other words, they will be placed at the company in their final semester to be the consultant, yeah, for the company, to solve certain issues. So this is the exposure that we offer for the Master of Marketing. But for other programs, students are you know, open to apply. If you're interested to do your internship, we have a unit here at University of Malaya called Chitra. So even at the faculty as well, we have a list of companies that always welcome our students to do their internship. Yeah. Just to highlight here, the internship for master student is just optional. It is not part of the programs. Therefore, you have to consider the length of the duration. Like for example, if you were to go for your internship, maybe you have to take sort of one semester off, and that may prolong the duration of the program. But if you are flexible enough for this, and you are most, you are most, happy, yeah, to arrange the internship program for the postgraduate students, yeah. So, but students will need to apply for them. Okay. Yeah, Colin.
Yeah. About the scholarship, Doctor.
Okay. I think UM used to give scholarship. Yeah. I think everybody knows about it. Yeah. UM used to give scholarships in the past to our students. Yeah. But that's from UM. Yeah. But now no longer, because everybody knows the economic situation of countries, most countries in the world. Yeah. UM has no longer offer scholarship, but students can always apply from what we have currently. We have industries like, for example, banks, and also, for example, JPA in Malaysia, JPA, MARA, like CIMB, Khazanah, So these are all well-known entity in Malaysia that provides scholarship to students. Yeah, students may want to consider this and apply. We also have international students apply and got into our program through Khazanah. Yeah, so and banks. Yeah. The opportunities of scholarship is basically unlimited. Students will have to explore by themselves. But having said that, if students are flexible, like joining our program, and at the same time they are happy to be involved as RA, research assistant, they can always apply, because RA's vacancies in University Malaya is almost every week. You can see all this advertisement in the students' email. Students can apply, and get some money from that. But then again, you have to balance study and also working at the same time. Yeah. So that's the opportunity so far that I can share. With regard to the scholarship, I would like to advise potential students to browse the ISC for the International Students Center, and the website of Universiti Malaya on scholarships. Yeah, that you can get more information from that. Yeah.
Yes, Doctor. Yeah. The students can also browse our official websites for the information on the financial assistance, as well as the other details on the application as well. We have seen also questions regarding the programs and the intake for Master of Marketing for the next session, where one of them asked whether they can start sending the application by when. So the application period will start from next year for the September 2021 intake for Master of Marketing. We will open the online application. And of course, we'll be sending all the latest updates for the prospects. So the questions on the Master of Marketing as well as MBA, because they'd like to know also the difference between these two programs, Master of Marketing as well as MBA. What is the core difference, and whether there are any similarities, and what are the maybe guidance or support that you can give to them for them to choose, for them to decide which program will be suitable for them.
Okay, thank you, Collins. Okay, for like I mentioned earlier, let me browse through here, the structure of the MBA program. So this is MBA. If you can see from this slide, yeah. Okay, our MBA program, uh, the nature of any MBA program is basically to give you, you know, holistic knowledge and also skills in business. So in MBA, you will learn all business areas. Yeah? You will learn accounting, finance, marketing, operations. You learn about, you know, ethics, yeah, economics, and so on. And at the same time, you have the option to major in specific area. Like for example, your elective courses. Yeah, electives courses means the courses that you can choose, and based on your interested field. Yeah, like for example, if you are very much into, for example, accounting, you love accounting, then you choose all the concentration, the elective areas in or from the accounting department or in the accounting group. So, but the depth of knowledge, yeah, in that concentration area is not as depth as taking masters in accounting or masters in marketing, because for example here, yeah, you have 7 core courses and you choose 2 concentration areas. So concentration areas, you have electives in marketing, you have 3 courses elective in marketing and 3 courses elective in finance. Yeah, so you will be taking 3 marketing papers here and 3 finance papers if you want to major both. Yeah, but if you want to do masters in marketing, if you, oh, sorry, okay, bear with me. One moment. Okay, so for Master of Marketing, you will be specialized in the marketing field. So if you look at the structure of the course, yeah, the courses all about marketing. Yeah, so you will be taking marketing research method. You will learn how to develop a product, yeah, and how to be innovative. You have industry engagement. You learn the basic marketing. This strategic marketing paper is also taken by the MBA. Yeah, some of the courses shared with the MBA. The specialization, for example, digital marketing, media marketing. Yeah, MBA will have the option to take as well, but they can't take all because their electives is only 3 subjects. Yeah, but for Masters of Marketing, you will have to take all these 4, yeah, core and specialization plus 2 electives. So your specialization, and when you upon graduation, yeah, you can, you know, you can do all sort of marketing. You can do branding, your future career. You can be a brand manager. You can also be the advertising manager. You can be as a marketing specialized masters as compared to MBA, because MBA will prepare you as a good, probably manager, C-suite manager, for example, level, yeah, position, where you need to know everything about managing a business or managing an organization. That's the main difference between the 2 type of programs. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Doctor. And also on MBA and as well as Master Marketing, they're asking whether classes will be only on weekends or whether there will be classes in the evening or in the morning. So maybe you can enlighten them on this.
Yeah, the classes will be after work, after working hours, 6:30 to 9:30 for MBA. The same for Master of Marketing will be 6:30 to 9:30. Yeah. The weekends only for Master of Management and Accounting. So,
Right.
yeah, the reason why we schedule that way, because we believe that there's time for, you know, like we mentioned earlier, we are in the center of KL, and you know all this traffic jam and all that. around yeah. So we decided to offer the classes at 6:30 to 9:30. And some, if the students are flexible, we also offer daytime classes, meaning daytime like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. We also have certain modules, certain classes offered daytime, because some of our students are, taking full time and like or full 1 year leave or something like that. So we also trying to cater for this group of students. Therefore we have we also have a few modules, a few courses offered daytime.
Right. Yeah. So for those who are not able, of course, to join the physical classes for this year, at least since we're going online, they're asking whether they can, because they are concerned about whether they are able to continue their studies for those who are not able to enter the country for these programs.
Okay. For the February intake, sorry, not February intake. The upcoming intake is supposed to be September, but the university has made some adjustment to the academic calendar. So the intake will now be shifted to October. So for the October intake, the new students will register as normal, which will be online. Even the welcoming also will be online. The classes will start just as usual, but will be in online mode, because until end of the year, we have to comply with the regulation and also the SOP. There will be no face-to-face classes. So what students can expect is that all will be online. Even we are talking about even the exam most probably will be online as well for this upcoming September semester. For the February intake for 2021, but according to planning, if the situation is maintained as status quo, probably in February will be back to normal. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, this one is back to the university and also the government decision. Yeah, so what we can confirm now is for the upcoming semester in October, all classes will be online. So international student, you don't have to be, worry about this. Just follow the instruction. You can, you just register as normal. Yeah, go online, create your profile, and just follow the welcoming, what do you call that, activities agenda that given to you. Yeah, just follow all this briefing, online talk and whatnot. Yes, to familiar yourself with the faculty, and the classes will begin, if I'm not mistaken, early October. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Doctor. Also, the number of enrollment is low as compared to, as we know, a lot of applications for these very famous programs. So we'd like to know what are the factors or requirements for the faculty in enrolling the students in comparison with the high number of applications. So what are the criteria that the faculty is looking for, and also maybe the reasons for rejection for applicants.
Okay. The rejections, the number of applications is the number of, we have the standard requirement. Yeah, we have 3 point, we have the minimum working experience and all that, but we can't limit people to apply. Yeah, so when it comes to number of application, we have people who are overqualified, we have people less qualified, we have people just nice, fulfill all the requirements. Yeah, So this number looks huge because it's comprised of all types of people in there. So therefore, we have to really go through every single application, and first we have to see whether the minimum requirement has been met. Yeah. So there are people who just send in application without IELTS, for example, yeah? And the university require IELTS. So that can be part of the rejection as well. And lack of working experience, for example, MBA, we require 3 years working experience. Even you are 2.5 years working experience, we can't consider because it is in the standard of the accreditation that we have to follow. So what we do normally, our staff at GSB, will try their best to remind applicants to update or to submit some documents, yeah, and we will try to process. Even in the university website, the application link, yeah, it is stated there clearly that if your documents are not complete, yeah, please don't submit yet. So you make sure that you complete all the documentation. Okay, that's one aspect of the rejection. Number two, because like I mentioned earlier, yeah, you come to the postgraduate programs, you want to learn from, not only learning from the lecturers, yeah, from the professors, you want to learn from each other as well. You want to learn from your classmates, yeah. Good master's program, you come in, you learn from each other, you build your connection. So when we choose our students, we put that in mind, yeah. Individual students, how this student can contribute or can add value to the class. Yeah, we expect when we take this student in, we choose this student, the student can, share their experience, participate in the class, good dynamic, provide good dynamic, what do you call that, class environment, add value to others as well. So if, sorry to give this example, you come in as our postgraduate student and you're just sitting at the back of the class, do nothing, not participating, keep quiet, and giving problems to the classmates, to the group, these will create so uncomfortable environment to the class, and we don't want that to happen. So because of that, we interview every single students that we want to take here. And especially for Master of Marketing, we interview, Master of Accounting also we interview, and some of the MBA and MM, we also conduct interview for certain cases. Yeah. So this is to ensure that the learning experience gained by the students in class, it's a positive experience and or that a dynamic environment and add value to the learning and learning and teaching environment to the.
Right. Thank you, Doctor. We are almost running out of time now, but hopefully we are able to squeeze in maybe 1 or 2 more questions before we end this program. Quick one maybe on the requirements for students to apply for the exchange program. They are very interested in that, and whether students are able to have an additional 1 or 2 courses for that particular semester in order for them to, to graduate early. Maybe these will be some of the questions before we end up the session.
For exchange program, we are more than happy to arrange for our students. Yeah, students will have to fulfill certain criteria for the exchange program. We have set, quite lenient criteria. Student will have to, if they want to apply for exchange program, they can apply in the second semester. First semester, we don't allow them to go anywhere. They have to fulfill certain courses. Yeah, they have to show their performance. So in the second semester, if the CGPA is 3.3, you know, for master student, I forgot to highlight this. For master student, B is the passing grade. Yeah, B means 3 point. 3 point, the marks is 65%. Yeah, so student will need to get at least B for all the courses. So in order to go for the exchange program, we don't want them to go there and, you know, facing troubles over there. And they have to achieve at least 3.3 to go for the exchange. They can wait until, you know, from second semester till the end of the semester, they can apply at any time. So before, they just need to find like which country that they want to go, the universities that they want to go, to do certain modules. So we're gonna, you know, we need to communicate with the university and to check on the courses offered for that particular semester that the student intend to go. Because we don't want students to go there and do nothing, or not taking the right courses. And in the end, when they come back, they have to redo again the subject. So by right, they go there, they do the modules the same as in So they come back, they just transfer the, what do you call that, result, yeah? So that's the advantage of that, yeah. And student can choose any top universities in the list. Yeah, we have quite many. We are AACSB accredited school, so there's no limit to that. Yeah, if students want to go to, for example, Glasgow, to Sydney, yeah, they can always you know, propose that. Yeah, so that's yeah. The second one, what was it?
Yeah, they're asking whether they can take additional courses for them to graduate early in one semester instead of the current courses that they are able to take, whether they are able to put in additional courses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, certainly. Like I said, we have students, you know, who are taking 5 courses per semester and working, and manage to get 4 flat. Yeah, we do have that. But all that, like I said, it's all, when it comes to postgraduate studies, yeah, we have to offer flexibility. Yeah, there are people who are so, you know, free, like flexible, and some are very busy. So for busy people, maybe they can take only 2 modules or 2 courses per semester. But if you are free, you can take up to 5 courses. 5 courses means you have to come to class Monday to Friday. So you have to take modules on Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. So 5 courses. And you can finish definitely earlier than others. Yeah. Ken, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. I'm afraid that we have run out of time. For sure, a lot of questions still on the programs, which is great. The programs are really famous. Can see a lot of interest. So we are very sorry that we are not able to answer all of the questions here. But that being said, of course, we will be in contact with all of you for the further support and advice that will be given in terms of the help and assistance for the application, and as well as more information for the programs, as well as the details on requirements and all that. Dr. Yus herself and her team, as well as our team here in Marketing Center, will be more than happy to be in contact with all of you later on. And feel free to be in contact with us for any questions or further follow-ups on the support needed, either from faculty or from our center. So again, our apologies for not being able to answer all questions. We'll be in contact with all of you after this. And before we end the session, a reminder to all of you that this is not the only webinar session with Dr. Yusniza, where we will have her again with us the same time next Friday on 21st of August, where she'll be talking on the only PhD program by coursework in which is the Doctor of Management. So which will be very, very interesting, I believe. And stay tuned for our next session with, again, the highly acclaimed Dr. Yusniza. And for sure, I'm sure that a lot of interest. by the prospects. So we are glad to be able to have you again here with us, Doctor, for next week. So for now, I think that'll be all from all of us here today. Thank you very much to the audience for your time, for your interest, for your passion in our programs, and for the Universiti Malaya. So from Universiti Malaya, again, we would like to express our gratitude and appreciation to all of you. And thank you once again for joining our program, and feel free to be in contact with us for any support needed. And before we end, thank you once again to Dr. Yusniza for her valuable time, for her very meaningful sharing. So hope to see all of you again the same time next Friday with Dr. Yusniza, and we wish you all the best, and we wish you the blessings of good health and safety, and hope to see all of you again next week. Thank you very much.
Bye, all the best.